Thank you, Danny. Hi everyone, I'm Emily and I'm the producer on In Sickness. I'm really excited about where we're at with this, and as we lead up to launch the Kickstarter campaign, everything's looking really good and everything's where it should be at this point. My background is in video marketing, and I've recently been producing some films for the Man in Shorts filmmaking scheme based here on the Isle of Man, which has included a film called Barry Brown, which is behind me, and that gave me some experience in raising funds and working alongside a really brilliant team, which Danny was actually a part of, and that's how we met. We have a few mutual friends over here on the island, so we immediately got on like a house on fire. And since I went and worked on a music video with him in London, and we kind of got on like a house on fire, and so now we're working together on In Sickness, which is fantastic. We've got some really big challenges with In Sickness. I know I can't say too much, but one of the main things that we're going to have to be dealing with is the fact that the location is key. We've chosen to shoot on the Isle of Man, which is a beautiful island, and 102 films have been shot here since 1995, including the most recent film that's about to come out, Dom Hemingway, starring Jude Law, which you might have seen trailers for. We've got a complete diverse range of scenery. We've got a film studio. A lot of films that are pretty high budget actually get shot here. So it's great that we have the island as a resource. We've decided to shoot In Sickness here, and not only make use of the fact that everywhere's really close together. There are a lot of people here that are already enthusiastic about the independent filmmaking. A lot of the people have taken part in the Man in Shorts filmmaking scheme, which has been set up over here to provide a training scheme for anyone of any age to get involved in making films. So there's a base of people who will work with the heads of department that we're going to be bringing over to the island, which we're very excited about, and most of which have a good working relationship with Danny, the director, already. So we're in a really good position with that. I've been looking for locations already, and we've got somebody on board, Rosie Graham, who's going to be, until we get a production designer on board, she's going to be helping scout for locations. It's all set pretty much in one property. So one of the biggest challenges is finding that location. At the minute, we know that we need an old house, preferably Victorian Georgian proportions, that we can basically do whatever we want in there. Danny's been very specific about that. We want to be able to go to town in that house because the property is very much going to be a character itself. It's heavily character driven, and the set design is really key. So in terms of the budget, it's really important that we've decided to take a very open approach. Obviously, with Kickstarter, we're going to be asking people to help us fund it, in which case we want you to know exactly where your money is going. If you're good enough to give us funds, then we not only want to give you a reward, but give you that security of saying, this is exactly where your money's going, it's going into the project, and so we're basically going to provide a breakdown of the budget so that anybody who has pledged money can see where we're spending it, and out of interest for filmmakers out there to kind of see how we're doing it, because that's always been Danny's ethic. He's brilliant like that, because that's kind of been key, is to make sure that the whole production journey is shared. So being able to share the budget is one of our primary things, not only for transparency, but because we're genuine filmmakers and we're honoured for the people who are going to give us, hopefully, funds, we're honoured to have that support, and we want to give as much back and be as open as possible. You'll also notice on Twitter and Facebook we have a very open dialogue with the people supporting the film, and we want to keep that good relationship. It's really important to us, especially with Danny's filmmaker's journey, which he's now been on for several years, and I'm really pleased to be working with him, and I really hope that people out there can, see value in sickness and come along on the way for the journey. Anyway, it's back to you, Danny. Thanks.